Face having ass. What's going on, you guys? It's Eric Peoples back here again via the Shine Harris page. Man, hope you guys had a great week. Beginning of another great week. You know what I'm saying? It is cold as balls here in Chicago. If you guys didn't know, that's where I'm from. You know, if you from Chicago, you watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stay warm, stay safe, you guys. So this video is all about wrestling. Yes, I am a wrestling fan. My daughters are wrestling fans because of me. And NXT Takeover last night. I have my grievances with the main roster, which is Raw and SmackDown, but NXT, like the last 2 years I've been really actually following them. I went to Takeover last year here in Chicago, which was an amazing show. Amazing show. The takeovers are great. Amazing. Triple H and that production is just amazing. If they brought that same level of action, story, to the main roster, probably wouldn't have so many people complaining about the main roster, Raw and SmackDown. So let's go over last night's matches. First off, we got Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. How did they go? You know what I'm saying? The Undisputed Era. I'm gonna get that sooner or later. Versus the War Raiders. And the word that I thought of while watching that match was showcase. I mean, anytime Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong start off the pay-per-view, you in for a treat. You might as well sit back. If you gotta take a piss, wait for the next match, because those guys put on unbelievable showcase. Then the War Raiders, big 290, 300-pound guys with impressive leg drops and missile draw kicks, and oh my god, man, I gave the match a 4 out of 5. It was damn near a perfect match. War Raiders took the win. A build up, a slow burn build up for that eventual title change. Do I expect for Undisputed Era? They were going to get a rematch. I don't know if it's going to be soon, but I expect for my boys and Undisputed to take those titles back soon. But shouts out to the War Raiders, 4 out of 5 match. An amazing match. The next match was Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. It's been build up for this match. It has been. Have I been invested in it? No. Riddle is somebody I can take or leave. I believe he's a great athlete. And Cassius has just been a guy that's just been around. And I kind of like the whole, now I've just been thrown to the side, so every new guy that you get in here, I'm going to educate them until you see my value. Kind of like a Dolph Ziggler type thing. But, I didn't have any build up for this. I was hoping that we would have got a dream Cole match instead after the NXT taping last week or whatnot, but we didn't get anything from the Velveteen Dream. He does show up though. He was sitting in the crowd. And I gave the Riddle Ono match a 3 out of 5. Just for the physicality. It was a very physical match, even with Ono biting Riddle's foot, which was really weird. But and the commentary in this show was really lackluster until the end. So yeah, just for the physicality that they brought in the match. A lot of sharp elbows, a lot of knee strikes because of Riddle's MMA background. And Cassius, dropping that forearm constantly, looking for that the Cassius knockout or whatnot. The story didn't really entice me, so it was a 3 out of 5. Next, the 5-star match. Yes, 5-star match. Anybody want to argue with me about that? Go ahead, hit me in the comments and tell me why it wasn't a 5-star match. And what do you think is a 5-star match? Gargano Ricochet. Wow. One word to describe that. Sequences. This match had some amazing sequences inside of it. It's almost like you were watching a Hollywood, big budget Hollywood fight sequence or something like John Woo or some shit. I mean, you know Ricochet is going to do his flips and all of that stuff, but the raw power that guy has, like the sequences of suplexes from deadlifting Gargano, even though Gargano was probably like 205, somewhere around there. He's not really the biggest guy, but to be able to deadlift 200 pounds in the air, boom, drop, then come back up and do a Falcon's Arrow and shit. Jeez, that, man, I thought, and this isn't even his best work. Like, his stuff is Prince Puma and Lucha Underground is really, really good. If you don't get a chance, I don't know if Lucha Underground is still on Netflix, but if you're able to check it out, please check it out, especially the first couple of seasons. And Gargano has just been on a tear like the last year and a half of just win or lose. He's put on some great matches. So I came into this match like, I don't want Ricochet to lose, but I have genuinely become a Johnny Gargano fan over the last couple of years, the last year and a half. So when Gargano won, I felt bittersweet, but Gargano definitely deserves it. Been putting in mad work, great matches, and he walked away with an almost clean victory. He pulled up the mat outside of the ring, and that played a factor in it. Just a lot of big spills in there, man. They had a hell of a match, man, from the story that really wasn't built up completely. It was just kind of like, oh, Ciampa is like manipulating the situation, and he mentioned the North American title, and Gargano was like, if I want to take it, I'll take it. And basically Ricochet came out like, man, if you wanted to shot at it, baby, all you had to do was ask, but you ain't taking shit. And I hope that isn't over, but there's so much more coming with that North American title. The North American title is hot right now, man. 5-star match sequence. Please watch the match if you can. Just look for the sequences of moves and counters. It's unbelievable. The next match is Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. This match I felt indifferent about. I do like Bianca. I think she's a great athlete. I think that she's okay on the mic, but her in-ring ability, her ability to wrestle, is not there yet. And that shows kind of in this match. There's even a sequence where Bianca knocks out the ref, and she's able to hit her finisher, and she looks over to the ref. She's 1, 2, 3. She looks over, sees the ref, and she just goes into a hissy fit. And I think that's really telling of the story for her to evolve the character a little bit more. I think Shayna dominated the match a little bit too much. I think they should have allowed Bianca more spots to seem stronger. Even though I guess you could say, well, okay, so Shayna did have some of the 4 horsewomen come out or whatnot, and Bianca kind of dealt with them. But you could tell that there was, even though the young lady who portrays Bianca's character has been through a whole bunch of different stuff, she's a hell of an athlete. I think that this stage was huge for her, and I think it was a bit overwhelming. And Shayna's cool. She's cool, but she needs somebody that's she needs a better foil, if you ask me. And both of them could use work. I gave that match in particular a 3 out of 5. I liked it a little bit better than the Matt Riddle match, even though the Riddle-Ono match was more physical than this one. But I do like the character development that they were trying to produce inside of there for Belair, and still keeping Baszler that sneaky, sly, cutting, never know, almost like a Randy Orton type character. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. And I don't think it's over. I think that there's more to come with that. And there's no real other women contenders out there. Lacey Evans is gone now. I don't know. We'll see where the women's division is going. In the main event, we have the man, Big Daddy Tommaso Ciampa, Big Daddy Ciampa, and Goldie, which is the ultimate power couple in NXT and in the sports entertainment. I don't care what you say. Big Daddy Ciampa and Goldie are the it couple. Going against Aleister Black. Okay, I'm going to just say that match was a 4 out of 5. It was a 4 out of 5. A strong 4 out of 5. I almost want to go 4.5, but I want to say 4.5, 4 out of 5. I put it on the same rating as the O'Reilly Strong War Raiders match because of the physicality. The storytelling was amazing in there, which is not over. But Big Daddy Ciampa really did carry most of that match. Exposing the leg, the whole psychology of attacking the leg that Black uses for Black Mass, that ultimately plays an effect at the end of the match for him to get the win. Multiple pin attempts and near falls in the match. Something that, going back to the Gargano match, Ricochet match, they didn't actually get like the first pin was maybe like 7 minutes into the match, which I loved. Like 5 to 7 minutes into the match, they weren't going for pins right away. It was just, that action. And but with this match, there was multiple almost finishes or counters, good build up, and a pretty satisfying ending, which I don't think is the end of their story. Even though I've been hearing some rumors amongst the wrestling community that Aleister might be getting called up, Dream might be getting called up. I don't believe any of that. I don't think that those guys are done as far as just story-wise at NXT. I think there's still much for them to be put into. If anybody, it should have been Gargano and Ciampa shift off to the main roster together as DYI, but as the Black Hearts DYI, and actually push them over pretty strong. They were going to give Lars Sullivan a good push for what I had understanding. I'm like, Lars hasn't put on any really stellar matches, so why give him that push? But it is what it is. But this Ciampa Black match gave you everything that you wanted. Pretty much some high impact action, some aerial action. The wrestling was pretty solid. The psychology behind the match was pretty good. And it had a good ending. I mean, I couldn't complain about it. Nobody else came out to interfere in the match, Gargano or anybody like that. It was a clean 1-on-1 fight for the most part, without there being some sort of heel heat. So I liked it. Overall, I gave NXT Phoenix a 4 out of 5. There was a couple of little down matches that were like bare minimum. All right. But there was still enough there for it to be entertaining. Not enough for me to turn off or go to sleep on. Well, even though I did go to sleep on the Ciampa match. But that's only because I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning every day. And I be extremely tired by the time 9 o'clock comes around. So, So, what did you think about NXT Takeover Phoenix? Are you happy with the results? What are the next rivalries? There was some after show activities going on. Dealing with like Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream and all of those guys, which could be setting up like a elimination chamber type thing. I don't know if NXT will get involved in that, but if they do, Jesus. But let me know what you thought. Who do you think is going to show up at the Royal Rumble tonight? I just think personally it'd be very cool if Kenny Omega came in at 29, just for the hell of it, but he's going to AEW. We all know that. And let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.